company has been transformed beyond all recognition, particularly in my region. It was a start-up in the sense that we really needed to reboot the business. We have a very clear vision to spread the light and warmth of hospitality, and we have very clear strategic objectives. A big part of our philosophy is around distributing leadership around the organisation. Yes, Nick, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for reminding me of my 10-year anniversary. If I look back to June 2006 when I first agreed to join Hilton, Hilton was a very different company, and it was about to be acquired by Blackstone. Over the course of the last few years, the company has been transformed beyond all recognition, particularly in my region. A large part of the transformation was taking our brands internationally. A lot of our brands had hitherto only been resident in the United States of America, and a big part of our plan was to expand our global footprint, and the business in Europe, Middle East, Africa played a big role in that.
After Blackstone acquired Hilton in 2007, the company was described to me as a 90-year-old startup. What challenges have you and the company faced?
It was a startup in the sense that we really needed to reboot the business. In reality, we were taking two businesses that hitherto had been very distinct. We had Hilton International and we had Hilton Hotels Corporation. The latter was owned by the Hilton family, but also listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and the former was obviously owned by Ladbrokes and listed on the London Stock Exchange. Blackstone bought the two businesses together, and that's when the transformation of the business started, really. And we had two businesses that were at different stages of their evolution. They had very different business models, and we needed to create a single identity for the business, align the culture and the organisation, and really transform the business. And I think that's what we've succeeded in doing over the course of the last 10 years or so.
We are sitting in the London Bankside Hilton, and the company has an enviable reputation for great brands and management. What makes Hilton so successful?
I think it is, as you say, first and foremost, the strength of our brands. Customers love our brands, and you only have to look at the customer feedback that we get, the RevPAR premiums that our brands enjoy over and above the competition. Each one of our individual brands in each of their customer segments enjoys a RevPAR premium over the competition. Look at the strength of our commercial engines, our distribution systems, our loyalty programs, our sales, our marketing and our distribution capabilities. And above everything, I think, look at the strength of our people. Hilton is known as a people organisation. We take great pride in training our people, putting them into leadership positions, allowing them to grow and allowing them to fulfil their potential within what is a great organisation. And I think a combination of those strong brands, the strong commercial engine and the strong people really makes Hilton what it is today. We have a very clear vision to spread the light and warmth of hospitality, and we have very clear strategic objectives. And I think it's important that strategy is simple and very focused. And our strategy was all around aligning our culture and organisation in the first point, around a clear vision and a single culture. It was about maximising our performance. It was about expanding our global footprint, taking our brands into the international arena, and also about strengthening our brands and our commercial services platform. And I think aligning the whole organisation behind that single vision and those four strategic imperatives was a very powerful force that actually helped the company evolve in the way that it has. We are all about hospitality. We are hospitality, we are Hilton, and that's what we aim to do, and we aim to serve our guests, and hopefully they'll come back and stay with us, and stay with us over a lifetime. Now, I think our culture is absolutely defined by the word hospitality, but I think we also operate to very high levels of integrity. I think we have a real sense of urgency in our business as well now, in terms of getting things done. One of our core values is now, living in the moment, making things happen, driving performance, and I think our culture is definitely transformed over the course of the last few years, giving people accountability, encouraging people to lead teams and lead them effectively. Really setting ambitious targets and letting people get on and deliver against those targets. I mean, a big part of our philosophy is around distributing leadership around the organisation as well. Actually devolving decision making down to those parts of the operation that are best placed to make those decisions. You know, we're a global organisation now. We operate in more than 100 countries. You know, we've got over 4,300 hotels. You know, a lot of that decision making has to be devolved down to the hotels, and distributing leadership is a big part of our culture.
Congratulations on your OBE for services to tourism. Can you comment on your career that resulted in this prestigious award?
I've been in the travel and hospitality sector for 30 years. I started in banking and finance, and in some ways I'm closer to my original roots than I have been before, because a lot of our hotels are clearly financed by financial institutions, and ironically I actually started my career in real estate finance, but that's by the by. I mean, I spent time at Thomas Cook. I latterly became Chief Operating Officer of the Travel Division. I then went on to become Chief Executive of Podo, and then on to Hilton, where I've now been for 10 years. And I guess in all of that time, you know, I've tried to do the right thing by the company that I'm working for, but also the right thing for the industry. And I've always tried to get myself involved in industry issues, and you know, I have been on the board of the British Hospitality Association. I currently chair the Tourism Council, which is an intergovernmental council that is seeking to raise the profile of tourism with our government. I mean, don't forget, 1 in 10 people in the UK are probably employed in the hospitality and travel sector now. It's nearly 10% of GDP. It's an incredibly important industry, and I think it's incumbent upon all of us that are in senior positions in this industry to fly the flag for the business. And so I think I've made my contribution to the wider industry, and you know, obviously I was very honoured to be recognised in that regard.
You are also a non-executive director of the Queen's favourite grocer, Fortnum & Mason. How does your hospitality and travel experience contribute to the continued success?
Fortnum & Mason is an incredible brand and an incredible business. It's been around for 300 years, and it's a family business, and the family are absolutely committed to it thriving over the course of the next 300 years. It's a wonderful business, a wonderful brand that cuts across both hospitality and retailing, and I'm very proud to serve on the board there. It's an amazing business that has got tremendous potential. There's a real sense of pleasure in the business, and there's a real passion in the business for the product and for serving the customers. Very similar to the hospitality business in that regard.